Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Whiskey Gas Garage. My name is Chad Scott and I'm your host, and we are headed back out on the road. We've got an 18-hour round trip that we have to make to Cedar City, Utah, which is down, it's almost not even Utah anymore. It sounds sort of in the southwest corner of Utah from Berthoud, Colorado. Going down to get another element. You see we've got one element already, the hogback element that we rescued out of Hogback, Kentucky. And it is doing phenomenally well. We still got to do brakes on it. We've still got to chase down an exhaust leak and a couple other little things, but it's doing fantastic. So we went out and bought another element because, H2O, there's two hydrogens, so you need two elements. We got a second element. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and let you in on the secret. It's not really a secret, but I usually don't tell you about these things until the end of the episode. I'm going to tell you about this one from the beginning. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this element, that one right there that we just built, and what, Chad, you've got projects lined up out the door. Why you got to get another project? Mind your business. Mind your business. So anyway, the Redneck Hot Tub Trailer is going on the Lincoln Log Cabin Luxury Living Room Limousine. We're going to put that on in the next episode. We've got the hitch. We're going to put it on. We just came back from Longmont Cars and Coffee, a car show, first car show ever for the Lincoln Log Cabin Limousine. Let me tell you, it was a hit. Everybody loved it. If I didn't get 500 thumbs up on the way there and back, and the people at the show, I didn't get any. So we already know that this is going to be a hit, but we're almost done. I know. You only did 10 episodes, Chad. It's almost done. So we bought another Honda Element. What are we going to do with another Honda Element? First off, doesn't run, doesn't drive, no motor, no transmission. Well, I'll take that back. It's got a motor and transmission. They're just in the trunk of the car because a feller got it, and then he pulled the motor and transmission to rebuild it, and then lost interest, and then I had very little money. So I've been owed him very little money, and we're going to go pick it up. And what we're going to do with it is we're turning it into the Elemental Burrito Company. I'm just going to let that set a minute. The Elemental Burrito Company. So, no motor, no transmission. Under the hood, we're going to mount a grill and a griddle. Under the hood. So when you want to cook, you open the hood, and under there is where you cook. And we're going to take all the seats out of the inside, and then, the doors open like this. So one side is going to be for service, and then we're going to put stainless steel appliances on the inside, commercial. We're going to be a fully licensed burrito truck. And we're going to drive around to all these homeless encampments where we know there are a bunch of veterans living, and we're going to give away free burritos on the weekend. So we're going to do breakfast burritos, and we're going to do like a lunch burrito, and then we're just going to drive around on the weekends and give away free burritos. Because that seems the way of wisdom. We need something to do on Saturdays and Sundays, and we're going to have these little designated spots up around northern Colorado, and we're going to land there and just give away free burritos. So that makes sense. The Elemental Burrito Company is born. Right here it is. Look, this is the Elemental Burrito Company logo, and I'm the president and vice president and chief financial officer and head chef and janitor of the Elemental Burrito Company. So we've got all of that to look forward to. So we're going to jump in the excursion. Got to go pick up the U-Haul trailer because my little trailer's too big, as we learned when we did the last element video. We're going to pick up this element, and it's green. So it's green, and we're going to pick it up, and then we're going to bring it back from Utah. And then once we finish with this and get the Redneck Hot Tub Trailer on and get it stickered up and ready to go, then we're going to probably wheel him over to storage, except for car shows. We'll be taking it out to lots of car shows. Still selling raffle tickets on it. Of course, we're going to give it away. And then we're going to start on the Elemental Burrito build. But Chad, don't you have the Yugo? Yes, I've got the Yugo. Now quit bringing it up. So I've got the Yugo I've still got to build. My wife mentions it almost daily. She'd love to see that garage with some extra space. So we've got the Yugo build we're going to do. We're going to do the Elemental Burrito build. We're still going to paint the, we got to do a quick shooting of the Audi TT, the horse barn Audi that we rescued. And a few other projects are piling up on us. We've still got to do a little bit of work on the prison bus to get it ready for this season coming up. So all of that to say, we're on the road. We're going to take you right along with us every step of the way. Y'all hang in, hang out, and hang on.
Got a map on the dash, coffee in a stained old cup, headed south of Cedar City. Sun's just coming up. Chad's humming in his work shirt, grease on his worn out jeans, chasing down a green Honda like it's sitting in his dreams. Roll on, Cedar City, turn that element into hope on a hitch. The Elemental Burrito Company, from a wild idea in a dusty little shop to a switch. Hook it up, haul it home through the canyon glow, feeding hometown heroes when the cold winds blow. Whiskey gas garage on the tailgate saying, roll on, let the good hearts grow.
Hey everybody, welcome to Utah. I wanted to really speak to the people who are coming on Poverty Tour 2026 with us this year. What you've been seeing on the video is really the land between where we're going to be on Moab, and then we're going to be coming up 76 into Denver. This is sort of the last leg of the Poverty Tour. And let me tell you, it is stunning. Okay, now that being said, the scenery's great. Take some breaks. Stop at the rest areas, because every rest area on 70 between Moab and Denver is going to be scenic. So you're going to have an opportunity to see kind of everything that's going on. There's all kinds of really cool stuff, even at the rest areas. Welcome to Utah, life elevated. You know it's probably true. So as you're making your way through here, a couple of things to remember. Number one is you're going to be going on grades that are 7, 8, 9%, meaning that you're going to be going from 4,000 feet to 10,000 feet in a matter of 5 or 6 miles. So it feels like you're driving straight up. Now, when we were coming across Loveland Pass and Vail Pass, Vail, Colorado is gorgeous. Loveland's just, again, gorgeous. Leadville, all of those areas, phenomenal views, but they will absolutely eat your car up and spit it out. We saw 11 different vehicles that overheated on the way up Loveland Pass. And that's just about 11, 12,000 foot pass going up from 4,000. But there are spots of it that are like a 9% grade. And they eat cars for breakfast. So you need to get up there and make sure that your coolant system works, boys and girls. You know, I was talking to Justin at Old Junk in a Garage, and we were talking about the Bago and the 500, and you're going to need all the coolant you can get to make it up and over that. And then the same thing on the way down, boys, brakes. I can't tell you enough how much you're going to need those brakes coming down off of that mountain, because again, you're going to hit 7, 8, 9, 10% grades down through there, and it is just going to get ugly coming down off those mountains. Now, I'm in the excursion today, and I'm pulling a trailer because we're bringing a car back from down in Utah, down in Cedar City. So I'm being cautious, and I'm taking my overdrive off, going down them hills to try to help it. but just look at the scenery that you're going to get to see that nowhere else on earth is it going to be this kind of beautiful. I have had the good fortune in my life to visit all 50 states and 35 countries, and there's no place like home. There's no place like this for sure anywhere in the world where you're going to see all those. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit and see if I can get you those huge tabletop mesas up there in the distance. I mean, they are absolutely gorgeous. And again, these are what you can expect on the Poverty Tour 2026 as you're going again from Moab up through over the Berthoud Pass, over Vail. Vail is absolutely beautiful. You know, it's the #1 ski town in the United States. So if you get a chance, the whole town is like a Swiss chalet. So if you get the chance, you definitely want to go in and see what's going on in Vail. Take a little extra time there if you can. Don't be in a hurry on the Poverty Tour. Take your time, see the sights, and enjoy. That's what this is all about. So we're on our way to Cedar City right now in Utah. Going to be passing right through Moab, and then we are going to pick us up another car because that's what we do. We really appreciate y'all. We'll try to keep you, we'll keep some time lapse on the drive out there because it is absolutely beautiful. So y'all hang in, hang out, hang on.
He's got one Honda in the mirror, another waiting by the line, seeing stainless and salsa in that faded factory shine, talking out loud to the windshield. Yeah, we're really doing this. Free plates for the vets up in Colorado. That's his kind of bliss. Roll on to Cedar City. Turn that element into hope on a hitch. The Elemental Burrito Company, from a wild idea in a dusty little shop to a switch. Hook it up, haul it home through the canyon glow, feeding hometown heroes when the cold winds blow. Whiskey gas garage on the tailgate saying, roll on, let the good hearts grow.
Well, all right, we've got her loaded up. I'll tell you what, we stumbled into a little town here in Utah, a little lot, and sun's not quite up yet. It's about 6 in the morning, and we just met Keith, and he took his 5.9 diesel and pulled her up onto the trailer for us. But there she is. She's green. She's like the green chili burrito wagon that we've always wanted, but didn't know it. There's the old Excursion. Now, that's not the old Excursion. That's a new Excursion. Remember, we told the old one. But quite a few pretty good, little interesting things on this lot. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. And talk to Keith about that. And it's his grandpa's, and he ain't quite ready to get rid of it yet. But, boy, that sure looked good going back to the whiskey gas garage. Got an old Bronco sitting there. Old Dodge truck. Ain't nothing I like better than walking around kind of a pseudo junkyard storage lot area at 6:30 in the morning in Utah. A couple of old, there's an old Ford Crown Vic over there. You can hear the roosters crowing and the birds are singing, and look at the mountains in the background. Sun just ready to peek out over that mountain. Boys, we're having a good time. This is what it's all about. It ain't always about getting it. No, I'm glad to get it. Look at this side of her. It's a pretty good looking truck. Now, I've got $200 in her. Not counting, of course, my gas up here and back, but that don't matter. That don't count. And, but she's going to make the finest. Oh, it's got it's got New York Jets stickers on. Well, let's get that off right away. I can't drive home with those on there. My Mama would get me when I got home. She says I'm a Steelers fan. But what parts we don't use on this thing for the burrito wagon, it's just more spare parts for our buggy. This is an 07, ours is an 05, so We're going to get on the road, point our noses toward Berthoud, Colorado. Y'all hang in, hang out, and hang on.
Cheddar's got grease on his boots, name tags his whiskey gas garage. Built a log cabin on a limousine, neighbor said you've gone too far. He smiled, set his wrench down, said watch what this old dream can do. Gonna roll it down Route 66 and give it all away for you. Log cabin limo down 66, red retro kitchen and a chrome front kick. $5 ticket and you're riding in style for the ones who wore that uniform smile. We're heading for July, 4th sky so blue. Poverty tour 2026 coming through. Raising up hope with every mile we move. Log cabin limo, I'm giving it to you. Stools, checkerboard floor gets nailed right.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. We have a couple of 100 miles into our trip home from Cedar City, Utah. We are in Miller's Canyon, Utah. We pulled over here, just an exit, said no services, and as soon as you got off the exit, it was a dirt road, just off of the interstate, off the exit onto a dirt road. And man, it is absolutely gorgeous. Let's just give you a quick 360 around here. I mean, it is exactly what it says. It's Miller's Canyon. I don't know who Miller is, but somebody's going to look him up. Look at that mesa over there. And just as far as the eye can see, it is absolutely beautiful. Now, it's a cloudy day. You can see the sun up there in the sky, hiding behind the clouds. But I thought this would be a great place just to take a quick walk through and really look at what we bought here. We didn't get to do that this morning. It was pretty dark. We were trying to get out and back on the road. But first off, we had to pump up all 4 tires. All 4 tires were dead flat. This thing has been setting for a long time. Now, this will never be a run and drive video because it ain't never going to run and drive. I've told you what we're going to do with it. We're actually, we're turning this into a food truck. Yeah, Elemental Burrito Company. Now, I don't know exactly what that means yet, but I woke up with this idea the other morning and said, I own an Element. I've got one running and driving, the Hogback Element, and I want to build something. We have several homeless encampments in northern Colorado, and a lot of veterans are in those homeless encampments. And I really want to build something that we could take out to these encampments and give away food, but fresh food, good food, not just junk. You know, I want to give away something that's a good meal for someone. And so we're going to build the Elemental Burrito Company out of this, pull it with our other element, and then make fresh burritos. So whatever that means. So we're going to start with this one in the rear because this element is super unique in that it has a rear mounted motor. That what I mean by that is someone's taken the motor out and put it in the rear. So the motor and transmission, which are good or not good, or I didn't get the full story on it, but there's at least 2 motors back here and at least 1 transmission. So here's the full story behind this. Apparently it was a flood vehicle, bought as a flood vehicle. Some guy bought it who really wasn't absolutely sure what he was doing and started swapping parts on it because it wouldn't start. And it wouldn't start because it was seized up. It's pretty easy to figure that one out. It would have been in a flood. So it was seized up and wouldn't start, and he got frustrated with it. He sold it to a guy who thought he could fix it up, and he got frustrated with it. And then I came along with $200, and I'm not frustrated with it at all. Now, it's got stuff. Let's just say, call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. It is. I don't care about any of this. We'll put all this stuff back together so it looks fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to take all the seats out of it, completely gut it out, put a refrigerator in it, This is going to be the service side. So those two doors will open just like that there. And we're going to, the inside will have a, like a sandwich prep station you'd find in a restaurant. And I know you'll find this hard to believe, but I've also owned a lot of restaurants in my life. I had a chain in Ohio and a chain in North Carolina when we lived there. And anyway, so this will be the service side. Inside, we'll have a prep station. And then under the hood, where there's no engine anymore, and we'll get to look at that. Maybe we can pull that in a few minutes, but there's no engine. We're going to build a grill and a griddle, flat top griddle. So think like a Blackstone. It'll be a gas grill and griddle that goes under the hood. So when we cook in it, we just pop open the hood and we cook. That seems ridiculous. And then on the inside, we'll set up a full service station where somebody, me, because I'm the only person in the whole company, we'll sit down on a stool with wheels, and we'll wheel ourselves back and forth in there and then make custom burritos. So I'm not going to open that tailgate because, good God, who knows what might fall out of there. I have no idea what's in any of those boxes. We're going to go through them. Not today. We're just going to close that. But this thing's got a bunch of parts that if I ever needed parts for mine, this one's an all-wheel drive, mine's an all-wheel drive. There's just not going to be that much difference in them. So, again, a lot of the electronics and all of that is out, and it's got a title. It's got a title. But we'll put all that trim back in and then not care. We'll see what it looks like once the trim is in. There's something. It looks like it could be a ring bell for a professional wrestling. No, of course, that's some kind of flywheel. The seats in it are actually pretty good. We just did the seats in the other one, but these are still fabric. I would have wanted them done anyway. But let's pull the hood on her and see if... Oh, well, I heard something, so maybe she popped. We're just going to climb up on our U-Haul and trailer here. And our hood did pop. Look at that. Bigger than Texas. It might not have ever worked to start with. I don't know. Oh, well, okay. That's what I like to see. Nothing. There's the axles, which we'll have to figure out if they're still spinning and disconnect those and just keep all the stuff that keeps it connected. Well, there you go. There's the drive shaft for the four-wheel drive. There's at least, I can look at this and go, well, now I know what mine's got in it. All the steering gear. There's a lot of stuff in here that we could use if we actually needed it. I'm not sure that we're going to need it. And I'm not sure that there's any mechanism locking this hood down because there's not. It's just, it's right there on that. So I guess this has just been gravity holding that down. I might put a strap on that. That might be the way of wisdom. Keep that hood from blowing up, catching, and busting that windshield. See the things we learn when we take a few minutes to actually go through these. So the Elemental Burrito Company is officially born. Now, I get it. It's early stage, and we're not exactly sure what it's going to be like. And we've got some work to do we'll put some lipstick on this pig. We'll throw some wax on it and clean it up and paint the bumpers and, make her sexy on the outside. We'll logo her up good. And on top of her, we'll put a big sign that says Elemental Burrito Company. And then, but our big thing is we want to get it out and start giving away burritos. The only reason that I even started a YouTube channel, gosh, what's it, 4 or 5 months ago now, back in October, I want to do some good in the world. I think there's a lot of people like that. And a lot of people that I met on YouTube and especially on the poverty tour are exactly like me. We just want to do some good in the world. And this is a way that we can do it. We can turn our passion into progress, into good things for good people. So that gives us a real opportunity to do that. So we're going to continue our trek back to Colorado. My wife would love for me to be home. We got doctor's appointments tomorrow and old people stuff. So y'all hang in, hang out, and hang on, and welcome to the Elemental Burrito Company.
I got a call from Chad. Said he's building something bad. I said, I hope it's not illegal. And he said, hell no, son. Come on over and have some fun. Said, I'll meet you down at the shop. And when I got there, he said, this is what we got. We're pulling a redneck hot tub drainer behind a Lincoln log cabin luxury limousine for the poverty tour. 2026, they don't like it. I don't give a shit. Down at the Whiskey Gas Garage, me and Chad, we're getting on. The sun goes down, we're working on it. I said, when are we going on tour? And he said, as soon as we get it out the door, we're pulling a...
Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to give you a warning. Now, I don't usually stop the video in the middle and give you a warning, but here's a warning. What you're about to see is what happens when you go over Vail Pass, Loveland Pass. This is 70 between Moab and Denver. And it's February now, but this could happen in June. This could happen in August. So we're going up Vail Pass and Loveland Pass, and they completely shut down the interstate on I-70 going up and over. Even with chains, they wouldn't let us pass, and I had tire chains, and I was pulling the element. And so I decided, because I know more than the National Weather Service, I've got a GPS right there in my phone, and it knows how to get over mountains by just following satellites. I'm from back in the day when we printed out pieces of paper and traversed the universe like pirates. Arr! But I decided that I could get over this mountain pulling a car in four-wheel drive. I had four-wheel drive and a V10. I've got 2 more Vs than most people. So I decided I would traverse this little... I made a mistake. So as you watch this next few minutes, and I time-lapsed it for you, but as you watch this next few minutes of me trying to get over Vail Pass on a 1-lane snowy road where trees were down, notice how much I had to back up and take a different path. Normally, not that big a deal, but in this case, I had to back up pulling a trailer. So I've got a trailer behind the V10 in fresh snow, probably 7, 8, 10, 12 inches, and not man inches, real inches of snow that, yeah, there was, I made some mistakes on this trip, and I'm going to own them. But while we're here in front of the old Lincoln Log Cabin Luxury Limousine, I want to remind you that we're still selling raffle tickets on this. We're going to be giving this away on July 4th this year, right after the Poverty Tour. Tickets are starting to pick up in sales, so get yours now while they're getting as good and stuff. Here's the Venmo, here's the other thing, Cash App. And remember, we're trying to raise $10,000 for Wounded Warrior Project, and we're not making a dime. We're not one of those channels that just gives away to try to increase our revenue. You don't have to buy anything but a raffle ticket. You don't have to buy like merch or any of that kind of stuff. If you want some, we'll get you some. We got a t-shirt, we got a sticker. But we're going to give this thing away on July 4th after the Poverty Tour, the Lincoln Log Cabin Luxury Living Room Limousine. So I just warn you, this next few minutes, it's a little scary. It was a lot scary for me, and it may be the dumbest thing I've ever done on the channel. So y'all hang in, hang out, and hang on.
Got a map on the dash, coffee in a stained old cup, headed south of Cedar City. Sun's just coming up, Chad's humming in his Share the build on Facebook late at night. Folks clicking from all over, but it's the faces in the food line that feel right. Roll on, Northern Colorado, 2 elements and a heart full of grace. The Elemental Burrito Company, parked on a curb, bringing warmth to a hard, cold place. Wrap it up, hand it out in the mountain snow. Thank you for your service, is the only price. So whiskey, gas, garage in the credits, praying. Roll on, let good hearts grow. Got a map on the dash, coffee in a stained old cup, headed south of Cedar City. Sun's just coming.
Well, that was something. We made it back. Let's start there. We're alive. We're well. We're not abominable snow sickle men up in the mountains and Vale. But I will say for the record, and write this down, boys and girls, that was a mistake on my part. I should not have gotten off the highway. I should have just gotten off, spent the night in Vale, and then the next morning, driven out of there. Things would have been fine. I didn't do that. So the last, 3.5 minutes, whatever that time lapse was 7.5 hours of driving. So going dumb. That was definitely the hold my whiskey moment of the trip. But it doesn't matter because we made it home. I went through the car wash and sprayed all the salt and grime off of this where we threw. It was bad. You saw it. It was bad. But we are home. We are back at our old storage lot here. We've got the Element in. Tires are already flat. They didn't even make it home. They went flat on the trailer. This one's okay. That one's flat. The 2 on the other side are flat, so 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I think that's what Meatloaf said. I stuck a little hitch on the front of it there, just bolted it to the frame. Remember, there's no engine under here because that's where the grill goes. And just to pull it around the lot here a little bit. So we're home. And that is the most I can say about it. We've got to get this burrito truck started. We've got to get it started because we got to get it finished because Whiskey Gas Garage is hosting the End of Poverty Tour party here in Berthoud, Colorado, and we want to serve burritos to everybody on Poverty Tour. So we've got to finish building this burrito truck. That's going to be our next thing that we do. And we'll get that done, and then we'll do something else crazy. We'll do something crazy that you tell us to do. So if there's something you'd like to see us build here at the Whiskey Gas Garage, get on the old interweb there and tip-tap, type it to us, and we'll try to do it for you. Now, I want to thank everybody for a couple of things. On the last video, the maiden voyage of the Lincoln Log Cabin, wow. A lot of things happened in that video. One, it is our most successful video in the history of the channel. So we've been at it 4.5 months now. That video got 21,000 views. We went over 2,000 subscribers and went over 100,000 total views for the channel. You know, a fifth of them being on that one video alone. Guys, thank you so much. I had no idea the impact of the Lincoln Log Cabin until it got out there. And, you know, for us, that's kind of viral. I don't know. It's a lot of views. And I want to thank you guys so much. The channel is growing because you guys are watching it. And I really appreciate it. Now, we started one of them there private clubs for 99 cents a month. We call it the Distillers Club. And if you join the Distillers Club for 99 cents a month, you get access to like videos ahead of time. You get our bloopers reel, which is, it's not as PG. It's not as PG as our channel is. Our channel is pretty PG. So that might be, you might want to watch that video because there's a few slip ups on there on that part of it, on the private members only part. Plus you get 25% off all your merch. So, you know, you save $2.50 on every t-shirt that you buy or sticker or whatever. And we'll be doing some private stuff on the live chats too. So we're going to be doing some live chats. I invite you guys to tune in on Wednesday nights to our second channel, That Stupid Car Show, where us, Old Junk and a Dog, Wandering Iron, and Tasha Coin, your tech guy, to get together and talk cars the way only four guys drinking a little whiskey can talk cars. So we invite you to join us on that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys hang in, hang out, and hang on.